Hello, welcome back. Last time I did a very pleasant, reasonable room compared to the first one that was a whole lot harder. So it's going to be very funny if the pattern I've been seeing still holds up here and that first room ends up being the only one in the level that gives me significant trouble. Alright, so Cannonball has teleported on top of the one-way platform. You want me to do some kind of... No, there's a springboard down there. Just pick up, fall, spring, and... summer, winter, etc. Figure out... Oh, what's next after that? Do I throw left? Yes. Does the spring take me directly to a place where I can do that? Nope. So probably... that. Okay. Pink crystal. I have a few ideas. Anyway, the cannonball fell where? Show me that one more time. All the way over there, so it made it almost to the center of this green waterfall. Okay, that's obviously another place to throw left. Whoa. Is this pink just so I can get down there quicker and do a wave dash, or is there some other shenanigan going on? Like, I'm wondering if I go back to this springboard and use its speed into an ultra here? Would that work at all? Yeah! I kinda doubt it. It's way too slow. Okay, before I move on, I need to know what picks up the cannonball. I think it's just 2 down rights, right? Yeah, right. That puts me here. I could have thrown left at a reasonable time. Okay. So I know how to get to that springboard. Cannonball will go based on the trajectory of this. Let's see, that went half a screen width. Alright, so if that went half a screen width, center of the screen right here is where the cannonball will be. I will catch it going through this gap down here after a reverse wave dash. So, okay, once I get here, throw left, dash right, up, right, down, down, left, reverse, wave dash, pick up cannonball. Dash right, up, right, grab, drop, dash up, throw left, fall, reverse, wave dash. Then, what the... There's also a springboard there. What? I don't know what's happening. Okay, what's the rest of the room? This sure as heck looks like a corner boost situation. So after my reverse wave dash, I think I'm doing one of those and then catching the cannonball afterward. Let's see, half a screen width puts it in the perfect spot for that. I don't know what these springboards are for. I don't think I'm using them, although if I throw right after catching from this springboard, I suppose I could. I would prefer to drop down, dash up, pick up, and throw left. Do I like need this to fall or something? No. I think I'm going to ignore these two. Maybe I can't get away with that, but I'm going to try. They're a different color. They're red and gray instead of red and purple. Does that mean anything? I wonder. Alright, so assuming it's me and my cannonball hitting this spring. I see a wall I could jump against. What do I do with my ball, though? I'm actually not sure how high that type of spring takes me here. Those are different from wooden ones. Yeah, I don't know where my cannonball is while I do all the rest of these operations. If I throw it to the right, it goes nowhere I want it to be. Maybe it hits the spring before I do? Maybe we both hit it together? Anyway, somehow it has to go up there. How's that gonna happen? I guess I'll be flying through here and I'll throw it left. It seems like the only way that's going to be. So that'll set it on a trajectory to come down here, and I have to catch up with it quickly. That looks like it'll probably fall. I am not really sure what's happening in this whole section. Well, if that's spiky, then I guess I just don't interact with it anymore, but no. This opens up eventually. I guess I'm flying up here to throw the cannonball at that, and that's what will open this. Where am I standing during that? What happens in this section? Is there going to be some extra element added here that's not visible to me? Because I feel like something's just missing from, like, this point onwards. Alright, anyway, that's a lot of stuff. Right. This is fine, kinda... Right, okay. So... Get your aim right. Whoops. Dash earlier after throw. You have two of them. Whoops, don't use that one, though. Whoops, no, no. Eyeballing a 45-degree angle is a little harder for me when it's... Oh! Cannonball is male. It does hit those springs. So it's gonna be bouncing kind of back and forth, or like coming from right to left by the time I'm going up here. So it goes a little more than half a screen then, because half a screen would put it just short of this column of spinners. Well, now these are a different color again. These are bright purple and dark red. Is each one a different strength? I don't know. I mean, all this is telling me is just that I can't really predict with any kind of precision, so just go and see what happens and adjust as necessary. One of those rooms where the springboard just doesn't tell the full story. So I need another upright dash there. So that's 2 rapid uprights. Whoops. This transfer is hard for me. Shouldn't be. Okay, so I'm here. I probably want to pick up, drop, and dash and pick up again. This shouldn't be too hard. I wish this bit right here wasn't as hard for me as it was. Okay. I think the gray springs are the weakest strength because that cannonball was dropping. Just where it was. I mean, that worked. Okay, I think that's on the way to the right place. Oh, you make it all the way there! Okay, that changes things. So I am unburdened right up until here. Okay. So once you throw it there, don't worry about it for a while. That's dark purple strength. Yes, dark purple strength. The strongest one, possibly? So more than half a screen for dark purple. About less than a quarter screen for gray. About half a screen for bright purple. That's a dark purple. That's a very strong spring. That may get me all the way up to this very weak spring. Then what? I don't know. Yeah, then things stop making sense. Yeah. So I do not have a spacing in mind for 2 downright dashes preceding a wave dash to get the correct timing for that. So I guess just do one, then reevaluate before doing the second? Okay, I can handle that. So I'm eyeballing right there. Yeah, well, But that one has to put me within acceptable range for the other one. Oops. Let's try an alternate approach here. It works fine. Okay. Whoops, wrong way. The alternate approach was just dash without an extra grab drop. Like that, yes. Lines up nice and easy. Okay, now don't get your fingers in a tangle for that part. I'll tangle my fingers if I want to, thank you very much. And I don't. I'll do it whether I want to or not, actually. Oops, okay, well that gave me a moment to think. Yeah, okay, tangle finger. That's the spot. I need to start that dash later. I'm doing it too soon after the throw, so don't be in any hurry for that. I'm trying to go for a different sort of angle. Okay. See, and that's too high. Like, why is that so hard for me to judge? Oh, lots of reasons. Okay, so I did that much. I could have actually climb jumped there. Wasn't ready to make that input. But again, right, don't worry about the cannonball until after that. This is a very strong spring, so I need to get there and to see what happens. Beyond that point, Watchtower doesn't tell me enough of a story. Dap! Man. Again, the weirdest, most awkward thing is, of course, the very first move. So I'm gonna get a lot of early failures for that, and it'll gate everything else. I waited on the ground for longer, turning that into an extended hyper, sort of. It worked, but then the rest didn't. Yep. Okay, did all of that very on purpose. Then I got a boost from something? What even was that? That was confusing. Okay. I'm doing a lot of the right things, just not kind of quite in the right order. I like the extra rest there that gives me. Okay, so don't be... Again, so the thing that gets me, usually, is starting the next move before I finish the current one. My fingers are preparing to do the corner boost while I'm still trying to do the reverse wave dash there. And I need to get that not to be the case. Oops. I should get used to just dashing there. I should do something at all there, like make any inputs. I mean, there is a very specific one I need to make, but, you know. Start with anything at all. Alright, so, I'm here with Cannonball. I'm springing with Cannonball. That gray spring is stronger than I thought. Okay, where does it put me? Right here? This does fall, of course. There's a gap there. There is a gap in the spikes. I don't think that changes anything. What do I do when I'm standing here with a cannonball in hand? If it's ultimately going there, I need to, like, somehow have it on the ground here, and I need to wave dash into it. Maybe I want to throw it at this spring, get it on the ground there. Yes, it put me perfectly on the ground, so the cannonball should go too. So theory is, get bounced up here, throw cannonball at spring, dash at spring, be slightly behind cannonball, wave dash here, pick up cannonball after jumping, around the same time, throw left with that speed. I'm probably going to need another dash right. Cannonball will bounce and fall here-ish. I guess extended hyper on this while it's falling, reunite, wall jump, Wall jump. I don't know what happens after that. Let's see if that much works, though. I feel like there are probably a lot of problems in that plan. Nope, had the crosstalk again. One move before the other. But also prepare for the second one very, very quickly. That's why I think about it early, because like there's a lead time to preparing for each move, and when it overlaps with another move, then that other move gets very confused. That's how things are. Okay, oops, well, I failed, but at least I tried the right thing. Yeah. I'm having a lot less trouble controlling my throw directions and dash directions as a follow-up since doing that first room, so I think that did legitimately help me with those inputs. I gained some lasting control over that aspect of this movement. What does it mean when I'm too slow for the cannonball? I think it means I threw it too early here. Yeah. So throw it a little later. Get used to just doing a dash without an extra pickup. Throw late. Well, not like that. Throw late. After you're already on the way back down. And if I need to turn that into an extended hyper on the ground, that was too early. I could have gotten away with it, but I'd rather not, actually. I want to do it properly. Okay, got this under control now, more or less. Okay, I'm here. Theory was, throw this, dash. Okay, well that deconfirmed because the cannonball did not go where I needed it to be. Then what the heck is this? I guess I throw toward that little ceiling notch, then initiate my wave dash and catch up to it like that? Do a really awkward throw regrab and like when I'm in the middle of this waterfall. Okay, well, that's the next best thing, I guess. Current most plausible looking. Whoa, that worked. Whoops! Well, I didn't manage to actually hit retry, but I also was nowhere close to doing what I wanted to do. I just like taking that little break. I know it's optional, but it's nice. It gives me a second to think. And we all know how much I love to do that. It's one of my favorite activities. I do it at least once every day. Whoa! Whoops. No, I tried to do the other thing, but I'm and sometimes my brain just freezes up right there. It's like, where am I? What's my name? What's going on? That's the time of day when I'm not doing my favorite activity. Yeah, my route has incorporated that, and that's how it's going to stay. I can't tell if that was going to work or not, if my angle was better. So, get the angle better to find out. I still have a lot of question marks past that point, though. But I feel like I need to go there and see what's happening in order to resolve any of those. Whoops! Whoop, Well, I didn't have the opportunity to pick up there, so I should have just dashed, but I wasn't ready. Okay, higher. This always goes better if I throw from higher. I didn't release the jump button, I just held it the whole time. Bash. There we go. No, not quite. Need a better boost. Good. Okay, I think that would have worked, assuming I wasn't in the re-pickup cooldown period, because there is one of those, and I've run afoul of it so many times. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, so proven, that works fine. I think with the back boost there, I actually wouldn't need to use my dash the way I was planning. Okay. So now, some of the question marks start to resolve. So I will be here with probably, possibly enough speed to make it all the way to this floor and do a leftward wave dash. So that helps resolve the question of how I catch up with the cannonball in time. I think that puts me here at this unspiky wall, actually, which is longer now because that has fallen. Ah, so yeah, this was a really iffy wall jump. I think maybe I can actually do it from there, but if it extends upward, well, I gotta watch my head then, but that's much easier then. I don't have confirmation on whether this falls or not. There could be stuff behind it. Let's assume it's what it looks like. It does fall, spikes come out of the top of it, spikes are on the left of it, all the way across, and there's nothing behind it other than a continuation of that line of crystal spikes. So if all of that is as it looks, how many dashes do I have when I've jumped there? Like, what happens here is still kind of mysterious to me. Like, it's almost one of those 22.5-degree throw recatch things, but I have a ceiling above my head. It's too narrow. Even a right upright dash, that might be possible. And if I time it well enough, I can keep the second dash from this. For throwing against that wall, dashing upward, collecting this. Okay, I think that's probably what it is. So just wall jump your way here, wall jump your way to that. Throw right around here. Dash right. Yeah, because a wall jump from here won't get that crystal. So wall jump in such a way that I'm a little left of the pink crystal. Throw, dash right. But then I'm going to have to dash right again because I'm even farther left and my head is under more pressure there. There's still the question mark of what happens here. A water jump is possible in that spot. None is possible here. Do I want to do a water jump, actually? Ooh. Maybe that's what's happening. Hit this little narrow water spot, like I just spotted it now, since the level is about those. So water jump, throw against, drop, dash up, throw against, drop, dash up, etc. I guess the question is, like, does the green summon a floor here or something? Because if it doesn't, I don't know how anything... Oh, the right side of this is unspiky. Yeah, so what? Well, there's gonna be some... Oh, maybe this moves somewhere convenient, the blue one. That's certainly plausible. Okay. Getting there. Whoa. This level is great. It sets an intimidating first impression, but once past that, it's just cool, good fun. Whoops, I dashed. I don't think that back boost was enough without that dash. I might have to work on my back boosts in that spot, but also I didn't commit to it all the way, so I don't even know if that's true. Whoops. Wah! Very late. Nice. Yeah, that's earlier than I keep thinking. Okay, back boost was enough. This does fall. It's exactly as it looks. Okay, so no surprises there. Good to have that confirmed. And I think I have a plausible plan for everything remaining in the level. It's just there's one spot that's pretty iffy looking, but I mean, it'll probably work. This is designed to work some way or another. And maybe I've already found the way. Just gotta do it. Oh, being ready for that wave dash. That's a tall order. Because the back boost has taken up a lot of my concentration prior to that point. Whoa, I'm fine. See, that time I didn't make it. The minutiae of how I throw and re-grab when I'm wave dashing will affect that trajectory, which is a little worrying because it doesn't just kind of automatically happen. I may need to do something with those inputs. Whoops. Whoops! Oops, I forgot what I was doing there. That was a different kind of whoops. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I didn't get my dash back. That's definitely a problem. I need to neutral at least once on that wall, probably. Can do. That was my plan initially, but I just didn't do it there. Yep. Okay, so suddenly I'm getting too aggressive on trying to do the back boost really, really quick. And, whoa, never mind, my timing is just messed up all across the board. Having one of those moments. Yep. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Get it back. Take a moment. Moment didn't help. It's just like there's a reset button that gets pressed inside me at a given interval, and just after I'm doing fine for a while, suddenly I'm just back to not knowing anything anymore. It's so weird how that happens. So I did that once. It was after pausing to give myself some time, so I'm trying to learn to do it without the pause. Oops. But then my reset button got pushed. Yeah. Well, I was ready, but I hit the spike. And that's just me not being a back boost expert. Whoa! Wow! Nope. With all the little pauses when I'm picking up and throwing, it's just that's part of what throws off my timing here. I can't just plot a linear path that Madeline's following. Hey, okay, so everything is in a good state. Neutral at least once on this wall, maybe a couple of times to get into good position. Jump to that wall, jump from there, throw right. Wait, I still have a question mark here. I might just be doing 2 dashes and a water jump? Let's try and do what comes naturally. Well, I would have liked to. You know what? Let's not think as far ahead as the water jump. Again, just work on getting across that spiky fallen block. Things might look different on the other side. Because yeah, I don't know where my trajectory is going to take me exactly and what my dash budget will be. Just have to see it. Good. Ah, right, yeah, so that's that thing that I'm kind of bad at, always. That's never changed. Whoops, okay, I'm fine. I thought I wasn't ready, but I did okay. Then I didn't manage to get ready for the next thing. Playing this is teaching me so many things about... I was a little worried about my throw arc, and it ended up being fine, but I didn't think it would be. Teaching me many things about how I process things internally. Just because it lays so many details of that bare. It's been very educational. Ah, see, now don't neutral there, just go straight. Go straight for the kill. Don't wait. Yeah, I put myself in too much danger by noodling around in that spot. Like, you see, it's hard enough to get into it in the first place. Whoops. So that little throw a thing you have, then wave dash, then pick up again move, that may be new to me. I don't think I've had to do that exact thing before. And then again, it sure feels like something Polaris would have asked me to do, but I don't remember specifically. Right, that was a down drop, therefore no back boost, so I could pretty directly see how much of a difference that made. Yeah, so I do appreciate the little back boost measuring stick there. Can kind of tell what difference it really makes. Whoops! I feel like this is the part where it's about 30 minutes into the video, I feel like I have the room solved, then it's going to be another 20 minutes just trying to get that solution input and working, because that's how it usually goes. Maybe it'll be better than that, but I don't know. That is a very common pattern. Distressingly so. Go for the kill. Okay, I went for it. I missed, but I went for it. I was fully prepared to jump right off that wall. That part feels like luck, but that's always how back boost has felt to me. I wonder if I will ever gain enough skill for that to change. I'm holding the jump button, right? I don't know if I am... I should be. That might make the difference. If a back boost does. Reduced gravity could too, maybe. I don't know the mechanics of the reduced gravity from jump button. Like, when does it apply? Is it at all times? There I wasn't holding and I made it just fine. But I should be in case it helps. So yeah, I guess since I don't know the mechanics, I basically just use it as an incantation, like... If it would help me to fall a little bit slower in this spot, try holding the jump button and then just kind of hope. It's just one more thing to think about, because I do need to release and repress it shortly after that, so that's gonna mess that part up. I think I would rather not rely on that. But that might mean relying on luck. Something I like even less. Oops. I wonder why the corner boost is so variable in its speed. Like, it should be a fixed amount of rightward dash speed. No, my rightward dash speed is variable. It's only when it ends that it normalizes. So that has to do with how much speed I'm carrying into the dash. Never mind, I understand. Timing, please. Time better. Ah! Oops. I can do that corner boost so early, like it feels like I'm too low, but I just never am when I feel like I am. Yep. So just feel free to do it nice and early. Good. Go for the kill. That spot's even worse than I thought it would be. Like, what is this? Very narrow. Nowhere for my cannonball to go, nowhere for my me to go. Maybe I throw earlier. Let's imagine I wanted to land the cannonball on like the right side of that block. Okay, next time I'm here, I guess during this wall jump, I'll try throwing right before I go left for the... Oh, that's gonna make me miss that terribly. But let's do it and see where the cannonball lands and adjust from there. Because that's the earliest I could plausibly do it, I'm pretty sure. That... And this is the part where after that 30 minutes of discovery followed by some amount of trying to make it work, I make another discovery that my previous plan was not as complete as I thought. Good. Okay, so throw. Well, it was heading for like 1/3 from the left to the right of this. So like on that third spike is where it was going to sit. If I dashed twice and picked it up there, I think I would fall enough to hit the last spike before I cleared the whole thing. But I don't know that. Well, so what I should do then is throw from farther right. If that's where that landed when I threw from here-ish, and I want it this much over, then I should throw from here-ish. I don't like overlapping that with getting on this wall, though. But once it's out of my hands, I can climb. I can climb. I don't just have to neutral there forever. Okay, ditch the thing when, like, my face is about in line with the left protrusion of those spinners. That's too far right. I will fall to my death before I climb on the wall. Yo-oh. Alright, I'm worried about that spot now. So my current plan is to table the cannonball, and get it on the block so that I can pick it up later. Well, I threw the wrong way. I'm gonna have to do a bounce on that wall first. Then take a rest and look at the situation while I'm just hanging on the wall. And then eventually do a thing that takes too much brain power to describe while I'm doing the rest of the room. Okay, so to describe this, I want cannonball sitting very rightward on that. Me unburdened here, clung onto the wall. I will jump to the right, get vertically in line with this crystal. Dash once, get the crystal, have pink hair. Get just short of the cannonball, dash a second time, pick up the cannonball, have red hair, get over here, not even have to interact with the water. I will get far enough right that I can just throw it at the wall, dash up, pick up, get this. Okay, that's definitely too low that no matter what I do, I need to use this dash to get high enough to throw there, I think. Then I'm just gonna fall down and jump around in this water until something comes and rescues me. My plan involves a mysterious last-minute rescuer. But I think it has to, because there's nothing there. Without a mysterious last-minute rescuer, like, what can I even do? Yeah, cool, you can't throw like that and get to the wall. Maybe I throw way earlier. Like, while I'm still on the way left. That sounds good. Throw as soon as I pick up. The very moment that I pick up, I want to throw. Okay, I'll try it. That part got easier. Oh, I missed. Oops. Some parts of this did not. That part still involves some luck, more or less. Some of what might as well be luck because it's beyond my control. What am I doing? Oh, it's too late. I already haven't thrown the thing. So I'm gonna have to execute my backup plan, which will be to throw while I'm on my way to dashing. So throw, do 2 dashes, hope you can just pick up somehow. I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Okay, get ready. Jump to the other wall. Jump. Throw and immediately dash. Dash again, pick up, and hope. Except that step is gonna fail me, because that's what always happens in that situation, pretty much. Ah. I still do want to try throwing right as soon as I pick up after the turnaround. It relies on me actually remembering to do that, though. Whoa! Help, what am I doing? Okay, first of all, clear that hurdle. It's wider than you think because of the heavy burden. Then, I don't know. Once I'm on the second wall, I'm trying to jump right, get in line with that crystal, throw, dash, dash, hope I can grab somehow, even though that's not usually how it works. Maybe after the 2 dashes I can do a water jump and then grab and recover from there. I don't know. So that throw didn't go anywhere near as far as I hoped. Why was it so weak? That went like no distance. Wait, I threw from... Okay, my throw's shorter than I thought. Does that change anything? Not much. So if I throw from where I pick up, it won't even make it much of anywhere, right? I have to try, I have to find out. I just am never able to think about that once I get there. Remember, your mission is to throw right after the turnaround. The turnaround already has my brain completely full of things to think about just to get it to basically work. It's too full to add another. But if I keep trying, maybe it'll happen eventually. Alright. Well, I missed the thing. I actually was gonna do it, so maybe not as full as I thought. Like, I gain breathing room as I learn to do things consistently and don't have to think about them so much anymore. Okay, so that was... I think technically I could have thrown a little quicker, but not much. That was around about as quick as I could throw. It didn't do what I wanted. So if that's as right as I can get that on the way to the left, I don't want to do that. Okay. I've never actually made it through that gap. Just the way this is constructed is most strongly implying to me I keep my burden right up until I'm about to dash into this crystal. It's just that my prediction of what's going to happen is that I will dash right past the cannonball, it'll end up on that spiky thing, out of my reach, and I'll never have it again. Maybe I can get across and jump around in this water, but splashing in the water isn't going to help me. I could use my dash to almost get up and touch it, but who cares? Something's missing. Aha! I think I know what's missing. Got it. I am doing a 22.5 degree dash. Really? I was going to start it from here. An upright that aligns me with the little gap and picks up right as I get through it. Yeah, that's almost certainly what it is. Okay, so it is not a right dash into this crystal, it's an upright. After a throw? I don't like it, but it's plausible. Okay, so I'm throwing from all the way down there. Dash upright, dash right, grab. Now that's a move I'm familiar with. Perfect. But I need to go farther before I do that throw. It's scary though, because I'm going right toward the death. Oops, too early. But I'm reasonably convinced that what I'm trying to do there is the correct thing. It got me through the gap for the first time, so that was a new record. Still, my plan still relies on a mysterious rescuer at the last minute. Because there is no way I'm crossing that gap under any amount of my own power. If I had like 5 dashes maybe. But this isn't a level where my hair changes to that color. That has happened before. Once, one single level had dash count beyond 2, that I recall. Oh, what am I doing? Shoot, I forgot. It's a... throw up left right. No, throw up right right. Listen to what I mean, not what I say. Oh, that was too much speed. Ooh, that felt good. That transfer was excellent. Late. I have to do it later. I gotta just, okay, be a daredevil. Get close to those spikes. Because if you don't, you're not gonna make it. Okay, all of that was valid. Daredevil Madeline. Well, cool. I waited too long. Okay, so I need a pretty exact timing on that. Not pretty exact, but more exact than what I've been using. Whoops. Feeling reasonably confident still, other than the mysterious rescuer part. Theo's gonna show up and, like, somehow feed me 2 crystals, and that'll get me to the exit. I don't know. He's been inside this cannonball the whole time. No, I didn't throw. No. Yeah! No! I need to drop instead of throwing the second time. Okay, new record. Good. No. Good. Okay. Hup, hup, ha, ha, ha. Alright, mysterious rescuer, please. Thank you! My rescuer arrived. It was you. I didn't even have to water jump. And a friendly cannonball. I need to make sure you make it across that gap. Okay, that was easy. Great. Great! Cool, good room. Love it. And I feel like it taught me some skills that will become useful in the future. I'm gonna guess you will park yourself here. So I will park you there before you do it. Alright, good. Next time, this room.